On the surface, the A45 AMG and BMW M235i could hardly be more different from one another, technically. The BMW is rear-wheel drive, the AMG four-wheel drive. The BMW's six-cylinder engine is mounted longitudinally in its nose and is mated to a six-speed manual gearbox. The AMG's four-cylinder lump, nicknamed the Beast, is transversely mounted and drives through a seven-speed dual-clutch gearbox. And yet, in reality, they're both aimed at a very similar kind of driver. The sort of person who likes to get where they're going quickly and have as much fun as possible en route. The BMW is slightly cheaper at 34 grand versus 37. It's also a fraction lighter at 1530 kilograms versus 1555. But which is quickest around a tight and twisty handling circuit like this one? And which one delivers the most fun? I'm in the A45 AMG first. I've got everything switched off, which means no traction control, no ESP, none of that gubbins. The chassis is in sport. I'm in manual because the gearbox, again, it's great on the road, but it can never make its mind up what on earth it wants to do on the track. So I'm in manual, and well, the main thing to do is to set a lap time. So let's see. The watch is running. Really good traction out of the hairpin because it's four-wheel drive when it wants to be. Again, it won't give me the gear. Bit of a lot of understeer. I'm stuck in third gear. I don't want to be in third gear. Should be good round here though. Should be good. Yeah, no, it is. You can really lean on it through there. It's nice. Stops well, but there's understeer. Loads and loads and loads of understeer. Feels quite quick though, actually. I'm having to work quite hard, but it is actually responding when I want it to. Let's see what the lap time is. 49.9 seconds. I quite enjoyed that. I enjoyed that more than I thought I was going to, actually. Anyway, 49.9 seconds is the time for the BMW M235i to beat. Same thing, but in the M235i. But before I go anywhere near starting to set a lap time, absolutely the first thing, the big difference is the engine smoothness and the engine noise. It just feels creamy and it sounds lovely, this engine. Listen. I mean, I love the way the Mercedes sounds, but it doesn't sound like that. That's beautiful. Steering feels meatier and heavier. The seats, I don't know, the seats are probably 50-50. They're both really good in both cars. Manual gear change in the BMW, the purists will love that. And I think actually on this circuit I'll love it too, because that Mercedes gearbox does struggle a bit around here. If anything, the BMW feels a little bit softer when you just nibble it over a curb there like that. But then the Mercedes is very, very stiffly suspended. But I think the big thing is going to be the diff, or the lack of the diff in the BMW. So let's see what happens out of this hairpin. Oh, that's not bad. Crikey! There was a lot more traction there than I was expecting it to have. BMW feels quite good. The BMW feels very good actually. Not too much understeer. See how it turns into this all nicely. It's quite soft, which means you can just play with it a bit. I'm not sure it struggles for not having a diff at all, this car. It's actually got really good traction, and I think it's a bit quicker than the Mercedes out of these corners. It just feels to be just a little bit more. it's required. Okay, why am I not absolutely adoring the BMW? I'll tell you why, because it feels kind of like a slightly fruity version of a normal BMW. Not sure it feels like an M car. I know it's an M235i rather than a full M2, but I'm not sure it deserves the M badge. I'm really not. It's kind of pleasant and efficient and effective rather than devastatingly quick or sharp or maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is rather a good car for doing this sort of stuff in. Oh, that's just being a complete idiot. I've got something beeping at me now, so it clearly doesn't like me driving like that. Okay, but the bottom line is, it's just gone round here 0.2 faster, so yes, it is incredibly close. But the BMW is that teeny weeny bit quicker than the Mercedes, which I wasn't expecting actually, I really wasn't. But I'm a bit disappointed by the BMW overall. It's just not as lit as I thought it would be. They're both very good cars though, they really are. Anyway, we came here to prove a point, which is quickest around a short twisty landing circuit. Mercedes-AMG or BMW M235i, and the answer is the BMW.